So Scopely just dropped a random moment into the game, and at first you're like, but wait, because there's at least 2 characters that just got better. Let's chat. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, Rusty from Champions Chat. I gotta stop saying separately, like as if we have individual things with that. It's Lee and Rusty from. I just got used to saying like it's Lee from Champions Chat, and I'm here with whoever. But you are a we,
Rusty
not a
Graves
they.
Gaming.
So. Rusty Graves Gaming. That's right. That's right.
No way am I starting over. I don't. If I'm gonna have anything monetized, it's gonna be as the caboose on your engine. I'm not trying to do my own thing ever.
Oh well, we can be the dual engines here. But so did you see that they dropped a new moment, Rusty?
No, I have not. I
Okay.
wondered. You said let's do a moment video. I assumed you were talking about one that was already in the game and that just many people hadn't covered yet. So this will be new, brand new for me as well.
Yeah, so if you go to your roster page, then there's moments are lit up. I did this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I I saw something here. So I posted it in our server on Discord for those who want to join it. But yes, we don't have it yet. I'm sure Gerson will send it to us later. But it is the John Cena returns at the Royal Rumble, which also includes AJ Styles for some reason, and Becky Lynch, who I'm pretty sure weren't even wrestling in WWE at that point, but I'm not going to argue. Yeah, so here's who's in it. AJ Styles Showboat, Becky Lynch Showboat, pay attention to her, we're going to talk about her later. Shiny John Cena, of all the John Cena, Shiny John Cena, Michelle McCool, the cruddy tech Rey Mysterio that maybe is getting better, I don't know, and the cruddy Trish Stratus that has gotten better, and I've had to eat my words and say, she's fine now. So, yeah, here's what it does. 50% more health, which includes Becky Lynch, who's also on the Evolution moment with 100% more health. We're going to talk about that. Gems do 50% more damage. All right, that's fine. Red gems do 50% more damage. So Trish just got a 100% boost right there. Shiny Cena got a boost right there. Yellow gems do 50% more damage. So Becky, AJ, Michelle McCool potentially, depending on how you run some things. But here's the big two. Reinforced gems do 300% more damage. Hello, Michelle McCool.
Reinforced gems do 300% more damage. Okay.
Yeah, so right. Michelle McCool is potentially one there. And then multiply gems increase their strength by 3. So that's a lot of stuff.
So Triple Green Michelle, who's virtually un-TKOable, just got more potent for sure.
Yeah, or you run the Pyro Green, the Piper Plate. You lay down the Pyros, you overwrite them with the Reinforce, which then also buffs both of those things, and then you blow them up that way. So
you are a dirty birdie, that's for sure.
Well, that was from people in the chat. Like, I forget if it's Chuck Rick or I'm sorry for whoever, but every time we talk about Michelle McCool, they're like, "Why aren't you ranking her the #1 female in this game? Why aren't you? You are wrong. Why are you not not in a mean way? They're being cool about it, but."
Well, no, that's really cool. I mean, you're going to demonstrate this soon, but like the Reinforced Plate is nowhere near what it could be with the other Rainbow plates.
Right. So what Downtime Fun just said is basically that makes the Rainbow Reinforce a 500% plate for her. So, yeah. So let me talk about 2 people in particular, because I think all of them benefit some from this. But Becky Lynch, free to play Becky Lynch showboat that is honestly probably one of the best female showboats in the game now has 2 moments. The evolution moment gives her 100% more. Whoa, what? What just happened here? Why did it just
They
take
just
me?
removed it. The devs saw you streaming and they removed it from the game.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. I would be so, oh well, old times, right? Old times with Rusty here. What's up, Vikes? So anyway, the evolution moment has 100% more health. Now she gets another 50% more health with the other moment. So that's 150% on a showboat female, which means she's already going to do some massive, massive stuff. But they also increased her multiply gems. So now her triple purple, or if you get lucky on the cross break build and go up against someone who generates a trap gem, then you've got that set up as well. So you've got that plus her gear, which adds another multiply gem boost of 4. So now you're talking that's up by 6. So low-key, Becky Lynch is back in business, Rusty. She's dang good again.
I had a hard time reading all the text on that moment. Does it help her cross break build? Because I always felt like that was underwhelming and not strong enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, so it glitched out, and I have to go back to it in the moments. But yes,
Okay.
yes, Eagles, we are talking about the new moment that dropped in the game, surprise today. But yeah, it does because yellow gems do 1% more damage. Yellow gems do 50%. All gems do 50%. So it
Okay.
does, but it's not as huge.
Because I had a rainbow cross break on her, and I
Yep.
thought she is gonna smack, and
Yeah.
it was very underwhelming.
Yeah, triple purple. I put a yellow crossbreak plate on her and regretted that decision, especially because
Yeah.
plate mover currency sucks so bad. There's a t-shirt idea: fix plate mover currency. Anyway, so Becky, triple purple I think is by far the better way to go at this point, but it has utility other ways, but it does at least boost the yellow gems 50%, so you get that. But yeah, multi gems by 3 is by far the bigger hit on her, and that's better triple purple.
With her gear, yeah, in combination with her gear, you're
Right.
you're not going to want to run yellow for sure.
Right. So then Michelle McCool. So again, somebody on this chat, and forgive me, I don't remember who has been calling it out that way. Oh, what is up with my screens? Where over here there's also a screen. That's interesting. Uh, you're seeing what I'm seeing. Anyway, Michelle McCool, somebody on our stream, forgive me, has been saying, "Oh my gosh, you are underrating Michelle McCool. She's the best female in the game, better than Mommy." That was the direct quote. Better than
Oh,
Mommy.
that's a bold take.
Well, maybe not as much anymore because 300% to reinforce gems. So runner black, green, green instead of triple green. You lay down the pyro multis, which you're going to erase, so it doesn't matter. But regardless, you can do it with a Piper plate, or especially you can do it with the green, pyro green, and it's a fantastic home. It was already a fantastic home for her. So you lay down the pyro multis. That's going to trigger the Piper plate, whichever one. Then you just overwrite everything with the wings of love, and so now you've basically got a 600% buff plus another 300% from the new moment, and then you increase your green gem damage by 100% with the move and make the 42 reinforced gems into green. So you've
I don't like
got
it.
a huge buff. You don't like it?
No, and here's why. Because I like to be a dirty trickster and have that kick out move. I was gonna say resurrection
The
move. I like to have
resurrection
the
move.
kick out move, and she just keeps coming back to life like a zombie. You cannot knock her out if you have. I mean, you could do any number of things. You have a vitality or health strap, vitality medals. There's a lot of things you can do with her, but I
Yeah.
think this moment actually further validates the for me to run triple green
Okay.
instead of moving away from it.
Well, because it gives her 50% more health on top of that too. So
Right.
so now
Right.
you're talking. I don't know if I can't. Haha, I can scroll on this thing over here, which is weird. Anyway, yeah, 50% more health. Plus, you put a 100% vitality strap on her. Run triple green. Your opponent can't do enough damage to take you down to zero you out
Right.
most of the time, and you just keep coming back.
And that's probably just the difference in our play styles, Lee. There's no wrong answer here,
Right.
but I don't want to put such a rare plate that I would only have. I have zero of those plates.
Sure.
If I only had one, I don't think I would want it to live on McCool. I think I would want to share it between Ilya and Charlotte.
Okay. But you did mention the rainbow reinforced plate. So
Oh yeah.
talk about that. Wait a second. I know what you're about to say though. They're different eras. Asuka's Asuka's new gen. She's ruthless aggression.
Oh, and yeah, no, I think you could only share it with Vader, and we'll show that. We'll feature that in an upcoming video. But a green reinforce and rainbow reinforce both seem to be fairly easy to get, at
Right.
least more than a green Piper. Like, holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Yeah, that's the Whaley Whale build. Wait. We've got one of those. Whaley the Whale. That's the Whaley the Whale build versus the free to play build is probably definitely the reinforced plate. So triple green, free to play, black, green, green, Whaley the Whale. Yep.
I play this game like an absolute peasant.
I've missed hearing you say things like that. That's so fun.
Like we're like the Renaissance era. Like,
Right.
please, do you have a free moment to spare, Scopely? My lord, my
Oh,
liege.
that's funny. That is funny. Um, so let's look at the one that makes me want to throw up in my mouth every time I think about him. You weren't chatting as much vocally when he came out, so I haven't asked you, Rusty. What are your thoughts on Technician Rey Mysterio?
Oh, gosh. Okay, the in-ring legacy of Rey Mysterio demands a meta-relevant character in this game.
Yeah.
This was not it. And if it was it, it was intentionally by design to get you to chase the Tekken gear.
Right.
But I hope he'll get a second gear. You're the one that taught me this. If he gets a second gear, you get all of that bonus that the Tekken gear would have given you, but bypassing it
Yeah.
essentially. He's hot
Yeah.
trash.
I don't like him. So, okay, looking at his primary build, which is the green, blue, blue, you get gems benefit or gems 50% more. So that's not really doing anything to make him better. I mean, again, if you've got the gear, then fantastic. And like Rusty said, the number one thing needed in WWE Champions is now platinum gear for West Coast Pop Ray.
Right? Any
Oh my
other gear.
gosh. But
I
his triple
think
yellow benefits from it. So
yeah, and that's positioned to be a better move set, and primarily because the immobile gyms don't make nearly enough immobile to actually make a difference.
yeah, yeah. So 35 random gems into two turn countdown gems that will make two random gems into yellow gems at the end of your countdown, and then decrease your countdown gem timer by 2 and pin the opponent. But if your opponent's class is powerhouse, you increase your yellow gem damage by 100%. So triple yellow against a powerhouse now gets a 100% boost, but he doesn't have anything that turns multiply gems or reinforce, which were the two really big gets. So
Yeah.
on
No, he still sucks.
Ray is free to play and not great still,
Ray
unfortunately.
is frustrating to play, is what that category should be.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, Trish. We're going to end with Cena, by the way. Trish. So she got better with the snowfall build, which is the primary way I've always run her, even though it doesn't hit. Red, yellow, red, or triple red, as some people like to call out to me, they say it ends the turn quickly enough. But this build right here with a snowfall plate, and now the fact that this does red gems plus all gems do an additional 50, so you got another 100%. I think this puts her. I've never thought that she was good as S plus tier, but I think this moves her closer into that high A to low S tier range of damage at this point. I mean, if you got a Rainbow Snowfall on her, yeah, but that is Whaley the Whale build, right? I don't know. Do you use her anymore? Am I wrong? Because I feel like I'm still wrong.
When she's a required CSS, I think my preferred move set for her is triple red with the red rumble plate.
Okay.
And the moment does help that. So that's a bonus.
That's true. Yeah. I can't spare a red rumble plate. It was on Hogan for the longest time. Now it's on Hall of Fame Foley, which is it's so good with the new things they did to him. But yeah. Does she have? Let's see if she has in her sub builds reinforce or multis. Turn into cross break, so no. Turn into cross break, so no. Yeah, so I would say she gets marginally better. Whether you want to run triple red or red, yellow, red, she gets marginally better. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's look at AJ. I don't have AJ. Do you have AJ? Did you get lucky?
No. Are you kidding me? No.
Yeah. So here's the thing with AJ. Pump handle gutbuster, and then the decrease this all, and then 49 random gems red. So the pump handle gutbuster increases red move and red gems, right? Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's see. 8 random gems juggernaut. That will increase your red move damage and turn into heal gems. Nope, that's not the right one then. Running lariat. 1 MP moves, by the way. Let's see this one here. Running lariat, deal damage, make 8 random gems. It will increase your red gem damage by 20%. There it is. Okay, so there's that. So red gem damage got up by almost 200% by the time you add trainers. Then you've got this, which decreases it. So all of that's done. You make 49 random gems into red gems. This setup right here was already pretty dang spicy. Now you're adding another 100% to red, so that's fantastic. But here's where it really gets spicy. The build that people, didn't want to run because it's way too clicky, but it is really stinking good, is going to be triple yellow, which lays down the bottom 4 rows into reinforce, and your reinforce gems now with this moment are doing, what do we say, 300% more damage? Yeah, 300% more. So
let me ask you this, Lee. I've not done much with AJ, but his plate seems pretty easy to get on the Armory loot wall this month.
Yep.
So if I had his plate and hypothetically lucky pull, I got him. Oh my gosh! Does the moment help that like insane? Is he now OP insane with the moment and the plate? Does it help the plate build?
So first off, real quick, big thank you to Jason Jaw, who subscribed to the Champs Chat channel with Prime for 2 months. 2 months!
Heck yeah.
Oh, and that's going to start almost there. 8 out of 10 new subs. I don't know who is making that requirement. I think it's just Twitch, but whatever. 8 out of 10. So 2 more subs, and we hit our subscriber goal. Thank you guys so much. Eagles is the one who, okay, there it is. I was trying to remember who was saying Mommy wasn't as good as Michelle McCool. I quoted you earlier. I just couldn't remember who it was. It was Eagles. But either way, Rusty. So the answer to your question is, if you get the AJ plate, put it on Foley. First of all, Hall of Fame
McFoley?
Yeah, he's really good. Really, really good. That is the place for the Red Rumble plate and the AJ Styles plate. You got those 2 things. He'll surprise you now. That was a video we did like a month ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. But yeah, very surprising. And I ran him in feud this weekend and was very happy. Mainly because I loved McFoley and they just all were terrible in the game for a while. So that brought back Hall of Fame Foley. But The second thing would be, yes, if you have AJ Styles and you want to run his plate on him, obviously it does very, very good. I personally rated AJ Styles the best showboat in the game when Blueski and I did the ratings for him. Blueski rated him the third best, I want to say, third or fourth best showboat in the game. But a large part of that was, I think I had recency bias because I had literally just done his preview, and Blueski had I don't have him bias, so he was going off of what he could see in the game. So somewhere between the best to the fourth best showboat in the male in the entire game for AJ. Yep. And he also has a reinforced gem build that does all the damage, and the reinforced gems do bonus damage per reinforced gem, and now also get buffed. So I'm pretty sure the moment will also increase the per damage of the per thing. I don't know. We need slim numbers around to answer that kind of a question. I'm terrible at that. So, but yeah.
Well, the reason I wanted to specifically ask that is because that plate seems within reach, I think, for most of the community. It's one of the lower priced plates, which made me wonder, well, is the plate bad? Do I just not know something that others do? So
yeah, it's just extremely limited. We came up with, I think, 3, maybe 4 people in the entire game that it really works on. And the winners were AJ and Hall of Fame Foley. Hall of Fame Foley for most people is the best place to put that plate.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
He would be a great candidate for platinum gear as well.
Yes, please. Make Foley platinum. Come on, Scopely. Do it.
That's right.
Do it.
Pimp him out.
Pimp my Foley.
Pimp they better do it before he's. They better do it before he departs the contract, though. So we got to get on that this month if it's going to happen.
That's right. Okay, last one in the moment. So far, Bex and McCool, 100% fantastic with this moment. AJ, 100% fantastic with this moment. Trish and Rey, they get better. That's about it. So let's look at the guy who's named. This is where I was most surprised, because they named it after John Cena returns at the Rumble and then gave it to the shiny Cena, which I thought was a choice. I guess he's the PG era, therefore he's the one that gets it. But I don't know, Rusty, your thoughts?
Yeah, you would think he would give it to Trickster Cena, who's like the community's favorite.
Yeah, but he's modern era, and that I guess was a PG happening is the best way to put it. So, okay, so let me ask you, Rusty, do you consider Shiny Cena free to play or Whaley the Whale? Where do you rank him?
Free. Well, now at this point, yes, free, because it's we're probably 6 months after his release, and his shards have been abundantly available, but you have had to have chosen them, right? So like you've people that have been intentionally choosing his shards. I would think it's a free to gather with gameplay.
Ooh,
maybe I should
free
say
to
that.
Gather. Free to Kurgan says
free to accumulate.
Okay. Downtime says his full card is available on prize walls. Eagle says still don't have shiny Showboat Cena. Kurgan says whale. So there's a question. Drop in the comments section. Do you think he's shiny Cena, free to play or whale? CM Punk says whale. Dang.
I'll trust their opinions, because I don't remember how I got him. So it might have been a lucky pull, or it might have been a spend initiative. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch Lobster says whale. Eagle says whale. So I guess the overall consensus is this is a whale poster. So there you go. And also, we have no clue how available this moment is going to be. It's in game, but it's not in event yet. We might find out in half an hour. But people are saying Whaley the Whale for this. So let's look at him. The moment does not buff move damage. So the tricolor build that I've been using for a long time will not get buffed by that. But I think a lot of people, I shouldn't say most, a lot of people have moved over to triple red with him at this point.
Yeah.
So
Triple red is the superior build, and it always has been, I would think.
well, then I was wrong because I was very adamant about running him move damage, but I got
I'm
tired of
just
that
messing with you.
on my own.
Yeah,
You're good. You're good.
messing with you.
All right, so 5-knuckle shuffle, bottom row into pyro gems that will make all gems above it red. Half Nelson neck breaker, increase your yellow MP by 9, then deal damage, increase the damage of all your gems by 190. That's got to be 200%, right? 200% when you click the right buttons. And then the sit out hip toss, deal damage, choose 6 gems to make green, which will break the board red. So basically, he's not taking advantage of the reinforce. Let's see, 1 turn countdown gems leech. Nope. Choose 7 to make red. You could also do that one. And then increase all your move damage. Destroy 48 random gems. So he's not dealing with reinforce. So literally he is getting, but the only buffs he gets are the red color plus all gems do 50%. But Rusty, do you remember what his gear does?
Doesn't it increase your health like 25 million or something like that?
35%.
Yeah.
And you can buy it, which I didn't know it was. Look, this is going to be a on-stream official thing. I didn't realize I didn't have it on the official account. You can buy it for 1 coat hanger. 1.
1 penny.
Yes, that's right. I still think that was a mistake.
Best deal in the game. Best deal in the game.
Yep, there it is. So 35% just activated on my CC account because apparently I didn't have it.
Sorry.
You're good. And now you got 50% more health. So 85% more health to a showboat. Plus he's doing 50% red. Plus he's doing 50% all color gems. No multis, no reinforce. Rusty, where do you rank this new moment on Shiny? The one that it's intended for, Shiny Cena.
It's a great, I mean, he's great. I just think it extends his life in the game. So he's already meta relevant. Now he's pushing top of meta. So that's a really cool moment. I would say the game is probably given us an abundance of underwhelming Cena things. So this is awesome that it's an overwhelming Cena addition.
Well, I think everything they did with last year's Cenas, obviously Hip Hop Cena, holy cow, obviously DK Cena, Trickster Cena, and then both of the SE cards, very good. But the SE does also go on the OG moment, which I think I just broke the game trying to access it. There we go. John Cena Farewell Tour. So 50% less damage from all color gems. So now he has 50% more health, 50% less damage. Gems do another 50%. So now you're at 150% boost. And then that's it. That's it.
Well, and just to clarify about my Cena comment, Lee, the game, we're pushing 9 years. We're approaching a 9-year anniversary. Everything you just named came out in the last year.
Right.
So that's 8 years of disappointing Cena, right?
Yeah, that's true. I agree. But this last year, they really did a make good for the, never seen 17, all those good things, as he says. So, any final comments on the new moment? We don't know where it's going to be. We don't know how much it's going to cost. We're just literally looking at it for the first time in the game. Any final comments? And who are you most excited about to see this boost?
Michelle. 100% Michelle McCool. She is maybe the most fun female character in the game. And I think this makes her even more fun.
Well, you've won over Eagles with that comment. I'll just tell you that. So I'm going to give it to Michelle and Becky, but Becky's oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Both of them really, but really those two girls, I think, those two women, those two champions are the ones that really benefit from it. But AJ, man, if I ever get AJ, which seems to be a pipe dream at this point, I'll take the fact that they're already buffing him more and more and more. So, yeah. All right. Well, Rusty, any final thoughts for this video? Or are we good to shut it down?
That's it for this video. Let's continue the chase, and hopefully that'll end up in all of our accounts sooner than later. We got more videos coming up, so if you're watching this and you want to hear more of our humor, more of our intelligence, check out our upcoming Reinforce build for Vader. We'll see you next time.
Bye.